Welcome to another edition of Behind the Interview for Nights with Alice Cooper. We have someone in our studio here you may know, Bruce Dickinson from the mighty Iron Maiden. He's promoting Maiden's amazing new album, The Book of Souls, but he was also kind enough to grace us with some amazing stories. As the anniversary of the terrible events of 9/11 are upon us, Bruce, a pilot, weighs in on where he was and what he was doing on that world-changing day back in 2001.
I had my big aircraft manual out, and I was doing some revision because I had a simulator check coming up.
Right.
So I was just sat there reading up my Boeing 757 technical manual, and this lady came up onto the roof by the pool that was up in the hotel,
Right.
and says, "Anybody heard anything about an airplane crashing into World Trade Center?" And I was like, "Huh?" And it was like, it's like 9 in the morning or something, you know. Huh? And so I said, well, I thought, wow, little airplanes, little airplane,
that's what everyone thought at
sightseeing
first.
airplane,
Right.
whatever,
course.
And then more people came up on the roof and were like, and I thought, a lot of people. And then I hear this really loud thing. I think, that's military, low, going down the river. I went, anybody, what kind of airplane was it? And some guy goes, yeah, apparently it was an airliner. I'm like, oh, shit.
What was your immediate thought then? It's
Well,
no accident or not?
No, airliners don't crash into buildings, World Trade Center, by mistake. And military, I'm thinking, this is some bad shit.
Getting the chills thinking of it.
And so I just went out onto the roof. I couldn't see anything. It was too far away and we're too low down. So I just went down to my room and turned the TV on.
Right.
And one tower had just gone down. And I went, oh boy. So I phoned downstairs to the reception. And I said, I'd like to extend my stay. Because I'm clearly not going.
Very prescient. Wow.
I said, we're clearly not. I said, nobody's going anywhere out of this city today, or for the foreseeable.
My God.
And then the next call I got through was to our airline operations department in the UK on my mobile.
Right.
And I thought, I'm going to make one call here because next thing is mobiles are going to go. So I got a phone through. I said, okay. I said, you need to know, I'm in my hotel room. I'm fine. I probably won't be able to get through to anybody over the course of the next 2 or 3 days. Can you tell my family, phone them and tell them that I'm okay? And just tell everyone that I'm here, I'm okay. If the mobile works, great, but it may not, I said, so, as soon as I get radio contact again, I'll be in touch, and figure out how the hell I'm going to get out of here,
My God.
But and that was that. And then the next, and there was no, it was strange because there was no panic of anybody, but everybody was just, it was just this air of unreality because there's no traffic. Because nothing could.
So did you walk in the city during that day? Or?
Yeah, I mean it was a lovely day, and I just
it
went.
Was,
it was a beautiful day, and I just walking around. I'm looking at people. I'm going, and people were drinking in bars and having beers. And I thought, well, what else do you do, And it got to the evening, and it was obviously pretty somber, and nobody was cracking any jokes. There were no funnies about this one.
Right.
And to this day, I can't think of any.
Are we rolling or not? Well, I want to ask more about that. But quickly, is that something, have you written a song, a story, anything about that day, that experience, those feelings? Because you tell such a great story right now. I'm like, I want to see this interpreted through your...
No, it's one of those things that was so awful that... I don't know where I don't know where to begin. I don't know what you could add to it.
Well, the personal touch of
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I wandered around the next day, and I thought, well, I'll go and I don't know what to do now. I'll go and give some blood. So I had to wander around and found somewhere to go and give blood. And he was queuing around the block, and all they were doing was the guy was coming around saying, okay, here you go, come back tomorrow. We don't need any blood. There's no survivors. So I went away with a piece of paper saying, you know, if we need your blood, we'll give you a call, you know.
vampires.
No, rent a vampire. Yeah, rent a vampire. So
no one has your blood at the moment that we're aware of?
No, I don't think so. No, only my manager. And of course then the wind changed.
Yes.
And this kind of pall of grey shit kind of started slowly advancing up towards Midtown, and up till then, Manhattan, Upper Manhattan, and up by Central Park,
right?
You couldn't smell it, but you could smell it. And I was out taking a walk, just walking around, and there's nothing else to do. So and I could smell this acrid smoke, and I thought, I'm not sure whether or not being in an air-conditioned building is better for you or makes no difference whatsoever. But you know what? I'm going to go sit in my room because this has got bad shit in it, this stuff. And of course they're now discovering exactly how much awful stuff was in it, but for all those people, I mean, I just got a quick sniff of it, but for people who are
cancers and asbestos and whatever,
terrible.
All right, well, I'm fascinated, but let's talk rock and roll.
Yeah.
The official Nights with Alice Cooper app is available now on iTunes and Google Play. Made especially for all of you minions.
Welcome to Ask Alice. I'll read your emails in the voice that I think would be appropriate to you. This is from Greg Shepard from Kalkaska, Michigan. Yay, Michigan. Would you ever do an album of ballads? I love your soft side, bro. I never cry, only women bleed, only